Love stands trembling between cold silence and golden promises. Hearts ask questions, while wallets answer. With heavy numbers, marriage feels fragile. When price tags replace emotions, eyes hide storms. Behind royal smiles and public glamour, she once whispered, forever softly, under moonlight vows. Now lawyers speak in million-dollar tones. With calculated calm, love feels cheap. When measured coldly, in stacked millions, a ring shines, but feels heavier than broken trust. Palaces echo with lonely footsteps. At midnight hours, promises feel rented, not deeply owned, just temporarily leased. Her silence screams more than words ever could. Is love sacred or simply negotiable? In modern crowns, gold tempts hearts more than loyalty. In fragile unions, power bends feelings. Money rewrites morals. Without apology, he remembers laughter before numbers entered their sacred space. She remembers security more than affection, more than warmth. Cameras capture smiles, not private tears or silent fears. A marriage headline turns into bargain for survival, comfort. Love asks gently. Money answers loudly, without hesitation. Royal blood aches under public judgment and whispered rumors. He wonders nightly, was love real or convenient illusion? She counts futures, not memories, not shared dreams. Contracts replace poems, receipts replace roses. Cold logic reigns. Once they danced, without fear or conditions. Now every touch feels evaluated and priced carefully. Souls drift apart between love clauses and exit strategies. Night feels heavier than golden ceilings above lonely beds. He stares quietly at framed memories. Now feeling distant, love once laughed, without calculations or hidden clauses. Now silence negotiates, between guarded breaths and unsent apologies. She fears falling, without financial nets, below fragile promises. He fears loving someone pricing affection in strict millions. Dreams feel auctioned to highest bidder. Without emotion, marriage becomes business, signed with smiles and shaking hands. Trust slowly dissolves. Inside luxury halls and crystal chandeliers, her voice trembles between pride and quiet insecurity. His heart bruises behind royal dignity and controlled posture. Public cheers loudly, while souls crumble. Behind closed doors, love feels embarrassed, standing beside wealth. Like poor relative, he asks fate why devotion failed. Under pressure, she asks safety before surrendering. Her guarded heart, both feel trapped by expectations and relentless eyes. Fame watches closely, every sigh judged, every move analyzed. Once love was free, now heavily insured against heartbreak. Promises feel fragile when exit doors stay unlocked. She counts risks, he counts memories. Both feel alone. Gold cannot hug. During midnight, fears or silent tears. Royal rings shine, but warmth fades from their glow. Marriage feels staged for public comfort, not private truth. Love waits quietly outside negotiation rooms. Feeling forgotten, he wonders softly, can hearts survive priced ultimatums? She wonders silently, is love enough? Without guarantees, both stand separated by unspoken doubts and growing distance. Morning arrives cold through palace windows, without shared warmth. Breakfast tables feel wider than oceans between their hearts. He speaks gently, but words stumble over legal shadows. She listens quietly, yet hears figures, not feelings. Love once simple, now heavily documented, with signatures, every smile measured against future security and personal loss. He recalls letters written with hope, not percentages. She recalls nights spent fearing abandonment and instability. Fear poisons love more efficiently than hatred. Money promises safety, but steals tenderness without mercy. Royal duty presses against private pain, relentlessly hard. He cannot beg for unpriced affection with dignity intact. She cannot trust love without backup. In harsh realities, both protect themselves behind emotional armor forged by fear. Love knocks softly, but pride answers with silence. Once hands intertwined, now hands hesitate. Before touching, hallways feel endless, filled with echoes of unfinished conversations. Crown weighs heavier when heart cracks under expectations. She fears tomorrow without guarantees or protection. He fears tomorrow with emptiness. Despite fortune, wealth fills rooms, but not souls or loneliness. Marriage becomes battlefield where love surrenders to strategy. He still hopes, quietly foolish, against logic. She still dreams, secretly ashamed of wanting love. Tears fall unseen onto silk pillows. At midnight, public sees royalty, not broken humans. Inside gilded cages, love feels tired of proving itself against money. Numbers stand firm, while hearts waver. Under pressure, he whispers fate, give love chance. One last time, she whispers fate, keep me safe from collapse. Both wait answers from opposite corners of same heart. Courtrooms feel colder than palace halls, filled with echoes. Love stands accused between legal arguments and silent stares. He sits composed, yet heart trembling. Behind control, she sits guarded, holding courage like fragile glass. Judges hear numbers, not broke.